Hi Shri,
Hi, how are you?
very well. Thanks so much for taking time out for Network Capital. I remember broaching this subject at Davos and really appreciate you taking time out for it. To give you a short update of where we are, we're now 6,500 members from 89 countries. And there are three basic models of Network Capital. One is that we form mentor-mentee pairs across religion, nations, cultures. Second is that we engage in group problem solving. For example, looking for introductions, inspiration, stuck in a business, so we crowdsource solutions. And third is that there are meetups. So different city chapters organize meetups. And the most important element is this one, having leaders from different walks of life come and speak to us.
Sure.
So this is why we're at.
Sure.
So I'm going to ask you some questions
Sure.
that don't necessarily have much to do with Bain.
Sure.
But it'll be great to get your response.
Happy to do this.
Thanks, Sri. So first is, what are some of your hobbies and passions, and how do you make time for them?
So, over the years, my interests have either evolved or changed, whichever way you want to put it. Growing up, I liked reading a lot. I used to read anything and everything I could lay my hands on. And I sort of have continued that, though I don't read as much as I would like to. But then over the years, I've also developed an interest in hiking. So I picked it up when I was going to college over here in India, and a set of friends of mine decided they wanted to go to the Himalayas, and I went along with them. And when I moved to the States, this was more than 20 years ago, I continued that, and I used to go hiking in the White Mountains, which is just north of Boston, which is where I used to live. And since then, I've come back and I've continued a little bit with that as well. I love going into the mountains. There's something about going into the mountains that really, I would say, both energizes and calms me. And I should say the one thing that, this is something that lots of people at Bain will know, and I've talked about this quite often, is this one trip that I made to the Antarctic a few years ago. I talk about this often enough that people at Bain are quite sick of it, but it was just a defining sort of expedition for me. And I went with this polar explorer called Rob Swan, who's very well known, the first man to walk to the North Pole, and both the North Pole and the South Pole. And it just gave me an appreciation of what's going on with climate change, global warming, and just what's going on with Antarctica. So it's a long answer, but I try to keep in mind many interests. I also run. I can't tell you that I'm a professional runner, but I try and run as much as I can. And I've done a couple of half marathons. So just a variety of interests, I would say. But I would say the one that really fuels me is reading. I like reading, and I have a varied interest in terms of what I read.
Awesome. Just linked to that, what are weekends like? How do you spend them?
So, I try and keep my weekends as much as possible either for myself or for my family. And so typically Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings are devoted to exercise. So I have a yoga instructor who comes home on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. And then I end up, after that, actually going to the gym and exercising, which is a combination of, running and other things. And then after that, it's really